What's going on, everyone? Phil Daru here, back again, Daru Strong Training Systems, an American top team strength and conditioning coach. I'm here today to talk about my mobility sequencing or programming for the Fight Ready program. What I usually do is run off of functional range conditioning, FRC. So what is FRC entirely? So what we're trying to accomplish with functional range conditioning is we're going to be working through a joint by joint approach to gain new range of motion or active mobility in each joint capsule so that you can develop and have the prerequisites to get under load or to do movements as efficiently as possible. So functional range conditioning is to improve that active range of motion. I want you to be able to understand how to control your body in certain ways in all different formations. We're going to increase that active mobility because it's not just to be flexible is going to be a key here. We want to actually have the control of the body in certain positions so that you don't get hurt or get injured. Then we're going to gain those qualifications to move more efficiently. I want you to be able to have that efficient movement quality so that you don't get hurt in these advantageous positions, especially in combat sports. And like I said, we'll be working off that joint by joint approach. So every movement that I do in this video, you're gonna see that we work our way down, okay? Every joint is important, but we want our joints to move like true joints. I want the hip to move like a true hip, the shoulder, the knee, and everything else in general. So this is what we're gonna be doing. Check out the video and let's make it happen. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the neck cars. So we're going to irradiate our entire body, closing everything down, making sure you're getting good intra-abdominal pressure. You're going to drive your chin down, then rotate to the shoulder. Big rotation all the way through to the other side, making sure that you're not going through any pinch points. If you do feel pain as you go through these movements, go around them. Do not go through them. Do not compensate. Try not to raise your shoulders, and make sure you're getting a big circle all the way around and making sure that you're not compensating throughout your entire body. Okay, next thing we're going to do is the shoulder cars, and from here we're going to make sure we are radiating our entire body like last time. Big rotation all the way through, big circle. You're going to internally rotate at the shoulder, driving that hand to your hip, closing that chain down. Then from there you're going to rotate back around, big rotation all the way through, big circle. Making sure you're not compensating in your T-spine, you're not rotating at the hip, and you're keeping that arm as straight as possible. All right, next up we have the spine cars. So from here you're going to go ahead and irradiate, cross your hands in front of your chest, crunch down, rotate over. You're going to crunch to the back, rotate all the way around, making sure you're not kicking your hips out to the front. You're going to rotate again, you're going to crunch down and then drive through, making sure you're keeping a neutral position of your hips, making sure that you're not, wobbling or compensating anywhere in the lower body. We're trying to get good rotation of the spine and nothing else. All right, right after that, we're going to go right into our hip cars or controlled articular rotations. Irradiate the body, make sure that bottom leg is straight. You're going to externally rotate the knee, driving it in, and then internally rotate, pushing it back out, using your glutes and your hamstrings to squeeze. Driving the knee into midline, making sure you're not kicking your hips out and you're not extending at the spine. We're trying to keep a nice neutral spine here, so we're trying to make sure that our core is tight. We're going to reverse the process and do it again 2 times through. Like I said before, you want to make sure that you're not extending at the spine, keeping everything nice and locked down. As you're squeezing the glute, working the muscles needed to get that rotation of that hip capsule. After that, we're going to work on our elbows. So then we're going to supinate, making sure our elbows are in tight. You're going to extend and flex at the elbow joint with the supination, and then pronation, driving the pinkies out as far as you can, trying to rotate that wrist over as much as you possibly can without kicking your elbows out at all.
We want to make sure we're not compensating by driving our elbows out and crunching your fists together. We want to make sure that our hands are flat the whole time and we're rotating through properly. Okay, so now we're going to work our way down into the wrist. So with here, you want to make sure that you keep a flat wrist or flat hand, almost like you're trying to hold dinner plates in your hand. Try not to curl your wrist up or your hand as much as you can. You're going to rotate through big circles, pinkies into midline. Then we're going to rotate back out where the thumbs go back out to the side. You're going to flex the wrist, big rotation, and then flex back out, pinkies out, and then pinkies back in, back and forth for a few sets and a few reps. Okay, so now we're going to work our way to the lower body. We are going to do the knee cars here. So you're going to get that Kimura grip on the knee joint. We're going to flex our foot. We're going to externally rotate at the ankle, making sure that you're locking your knee down and your hip is not kicking out to the side. You're only rotating the knee and the tibia. We are not kicking our hip out or compensating there. It's big rotation up. We're going to extend, then internal rotation, drive down. Nice and slow and controlled. Okay, now working our way down, we're going to go to the ankle now. Now we're just trying to lock down that tibia so it does not move. So we're basically working on joint centration here. We want to lock down a joint to move another. So you're going to rotate the foot all the way around to the other side. All right, we're going to plantar flex down, rotate in, then dorsiflex back up, making sure that that knee does not move or kick out.